Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense will be the first up today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. You go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a run to the left. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
For their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So Oregon's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. It's an option look. The back's got him on the pitch. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Direct snap to the back. Crossing the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll give it to the back. Powering through. Juked one tackler and picks up 1st-time yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. And the Soft are able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A handoff from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Becoming a long mark. Play number 10 on the drive coming up. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense just 1 for 3 on 4th down tries today. Here comes a 4th attempt. Direct snap to the back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's the throw deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on a jet sweep. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The offense is out there. They're going to try for it again on fourth down. They're just 1 for 4. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Hostile offense is back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively.
Well, that is a close call. Almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They'll try the left side with a toss. Eludes a tackle. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns it around. He flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. With the return, it's Ramirez. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. He's inside the 15. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. First down and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, to keep this drive moving.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. The back's got it. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. The shotgun handoff here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble now. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it here. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball.
Touchdown, LSU. And they will claim the second half lead.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. A tougher second down on the way. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And they'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. We go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down play for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Well, he's got some space here. And they've got the returner corralled. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. He's on for his 5th punt of the day now. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
That's an important first down on that running play. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Oh, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Coach makes a decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking right, this one caught. He'll run it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that. Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
See if they convert the point after. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He's going to pull it down and run. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Man, I don't know what happened here with this defense. The tight end was wide open. Had to be a bust in coverage.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Caught quickly. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But
touchdown, Ducks. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. LSU has moved into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. To take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Return it wide down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They've got a little time to work with, but they want to play, get closer, and then take a shot at the end zone or throw a Hail Mary now. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.